What if I told you the problem isn't you? What if this whole system, school, college, university, is built on a horribly outdated idea? The idea that the more you suffer over your textbooks, the better the result. What if all those sleepless nights, missed parties, and tons of caffeine were for nothing? Think about it. You spend days, weeks, cramming. You give up the things you actually enjoy. And for what? A mediocre grade? A feeling that you're not smart enough? Sound familiar, right? Now, what if it's all a lie? What if you could cut your study time in half? Yes, in half, and still get grades you've only dreamed of. And you don't need brain pills or a genius IQ for it. You just need a few simple techniques that for some reason nobody ever told you about. Ready to hack the system? Let's do this. Ever notice how different studying can feel? Sometimes you sit down with a book and it's just torture. Every line feels like wading through a swamp. Your mind wanders, your eyes glaze over, and nothing sticks. You read the same paragraph 5 times and still can't grasp the point. And other times, it's the opposite. You get in the zone. The information just flows into your brain. You feel like a genius. An hour flies by like 5 minutes, and you've done more than you did all day yesterday. Why does this happen? The answer is ridiculously simple. Your brain does exactly what you command it to do. Sound like crazy talk? I thought so too, but this is pure neurobiology. When you sit down to study thinking, oh no, this is going to be endless and boring, you're giving your brain a direct, clear command. The command is slow down, and like a good soldier, it obeys. It activates the parts of your brain responsible for procrastination, looks for any excuse to get distracted, check your phone, look out the window, ponder the meaning of life. You are literally programming your own failure. Now let's rewrite the program. Before you open that book, stop. Take a breath and tell yourself, maybe even out loud, okay, I've got 45 minutes. I'm going to master this chapter in that time. Fast, clear, and effective. You're not just saying words. You're giving your brain a new command. Maximum concentration mode. Engage. You'll be amazed how this changes everything. This isn't motivational fluff. It's a legitimate science-backed strategy. Your brain is waiting for your orders, so start giving the right ones. Okay, so we've got the mindset fixed, but what about the insane amount of information? How are you supposed to learn 200 pages of history by tomorrow morning? The answer is, you don't. And you don't have to. Ever heard of the 80-20 principle? It's also called the Pareto principle. In short, 80% of results come from just 20% of the effort. And this works absolutely everywhere. In business, 20% of customers bring in 80% of the profit. In life, you wear 20% of your clothes 80% of the time. And in your studies, yep, you guessed it, 80% of the questions on your test will come from just 20% of the material. So why the hell are you trying to learn everything? While you, like a diligent student, are drowning in irrelevant details, dates, and footnotes, that 80% of useless material, someone else, no smarter than you, has already found the golden 20% and is chillin'. How do you become that someone? Stop being just a reader. Become an information hunter. First, find old exam papers. They are your treasure map. Second, listen carefully to your professor. They almost always, intentionally or not, hint at the key topics. Third, skim the textbook. Look at the headings, the summaries at the end of chapters, the bolded words. This is the skeleton of that 20%. Stop spending 10 hours on something you can do in 2. Don't work harder, work smarter. This will free up time for your life. And isn't that what we're studying for anyway? But there is one technique, one strategy that's more powerful than anything I've talked about so far. And it's connected to the one thing we all fear the most. Mistakes. What's your first thought when you see a red mark on your paper? Damn it, I messed up again. Annoyance, shame, the urge to burn the notebook. We are programmed to hate mistakes. But from a neurobiology standpoint, a mistake is the most valuable gift for your brain. When you just read the right answer, your brain gets lazy. Oh yeah, got it. The neural connection is weak. But when you first make a mistake and then you learn the right way, bam! A small explosion happens in your brain. It screams, "Alert! There was a problem here. Remember this spot forever." A mistake creates a powerful emotional anchor that literally imprints the information into your memory. So how do you use this superpower? Start a screw-up notebook. Yes, I'm serious. A regular paper notebook. Step 1, divide a page into 2 columns. Step 2, in the left column, write down your mistake. Not just question 5, but the essence of it. Applied Newton's second law incorrectly. Forgot to account for friction. Step 3, the most important one. In the right column, write the correct answer and explain to yourself why it's correct. Correct way, F minus F friction equals ma. Friction always opposes motion, so it must be subtracted, not ignored. Now, for the magic. The day before the exam, you don't touch your textbooks. You just spend 20 minutes reading your screw-up notebook. You review all your weak spots. You're giving yourself a vaccine against repeating the same failures. You walk into the exam knowing exactly where you could have stumbled, and now you won't. So, what if the problem really isn't you? What if by changing just 3 things, your mindset, your strategy, and your attitude towards mistakes, you can completely change the game? Stop being a victim of the system. Become its hacker. Start today. Get your notebook, and the next time someone complains about a sleepless night before an exam, you'll just give them a mysterious smile, because you know the secret.